We both grew up in what I would consider believing families. I grew up in a traditional church environment. When I got into middle school, we went from a conservative church to a non-denominational church, and that's kind of when I consider my spiritual life with the Lord to really kind of amp up and really get serious.
I had been away from church for my first year and a half at school, and I think I randomly decided to open a phone book and just pick whatever non-denominational church I found in there.
We moved to the Valley in August of 2011. We knew community was going to be vital to us surviving. I Googled MOPS groups in the Valley, and Scottsdale Bible Church popped up. So I came to a MOPS play date, and the first woman I met said, "Hey, there's this community group on Sunday mornings for young families, and you guys should come." It was just exactly what we had hoped and prayed for. So we just stayed. We got plugged into the venue right away.
Back in December of 2016, our good friends called and said, "Hey, I think we're kind of at this place where we're ready to go out and plant a church, and would you just pray and see if this is a season of transition for you guys?"
We sought a lot of counsel because I was like, I don't know how to even start making this decision other than praying. How do we framework this? And through a series of events, we ended up out there just to see the town and see what it's like and see our friends again that we hadn't seen in a while. And the Lord just did so many things. There were so many doors that were open. There were so many little coincidences that weren't coincidences, just a nudge from God that's like, "Hey, are you paying attention?" Just over and over and over again.
We spent the rest of that trip home kind of sort of laughing about, oh yeah, we could move to Kansas or, and sort of laughing at each other, but thinking maybe we could do this. Our friend that we're going to go and join, he basically said, "Listen, if you guys decide not to come, that's fine. But I just want to know, what voices are you listening to? Are you listening to the voices of anxiety, of fear, of uncertainty, of doubt, of everything that could cloud you from a negative standpoint? Or are you listening to the things where it says, 'Do not be anxious, but give it over to me'?" And so it just was kind of a paradigm shift for me to start to say okay, Lord, you've walked us through all of these steps and provided to now. So why am I still letting doubt have a bigger voice? When you want to know what God has for you, you have to spend the time.
Yeah.
You have to try to hear him. At the end of the day, that's the only thing that we can depend on, is to hear his voice and to follow it.
I'm excited to see, knowing what goodness came out of our season here, which was so unexpected, to see what he has for us there too.